Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your...
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by Storyblocks, which has been an invaluable asset for us for well over 10 years at this point.
10 years!
It's where we get all of the stock images from, like Madeline K. Yep, Storyblocks gives you unlimited access to royalty-free photos, videos, music, sound effects, vectors, motion backgrounds, and so much more for one subscription cost, which means you never pay per clip. On top of that, there's a Storyblocks plugin for Adobe Premiere Pro that allows you to search all of Storyblocks right from Premiere, which is a huge time saver. Also, for those DaVinci Resolve users, templates are now available in your Storyblocks library. We pretty much use something from Storyblocks in every single video we make. In fact, here's a lovely clip of puppies climbing all over a woman. I would never do that without permission, but anyway, they're cute puppies. To sign up for Storyblocks or to learn more, head on over to storyblocks.com/fro. First up, I want to start with something from Canon rumors, which isn't exactly a solid rumor just yet, but it's something that I want to talk about.
You talk and I'll listen.
They say that they recently broke down a patent application that showed an RF 70 to 150 f2 optical design. Now, they weren't given any specific information on whether this is real or not, but if Canon was able to release a 28 to 70 f2 6 years ago, I don't see why this couldn't be a reality at some point as well. Now, think about it. A 70 to 150 f2 would be amazing for portraits, amazing for weddings, photojournalism, and even sports. And yes, I say sports because we know that the focus motors would be more than capable of keeping up. Could you imagine double fisting the world with a 28 to 70 f2 in one hand and a 70 to 150 f2 in the other?
No.
It just hurts to think about because that is so much fisting, but it would be well worth it at the end of the day to have both of those lenses.
What did he say?
Now, I've always said that the 28 to 70 is something that I like to call a prime zoom. A lens that's a zoom, but has the quality of a prime and is better than f2.8. Now think about how many primes it could replace. At least three of the basics, the 85, a 105, and a 135, but since it's a zoom, you're able to put it anywhere you want. Sure, it's not fully a prime replacement, but if I get prime quality in the zoom range, then I'm sold. But what would the price be? If the new RF 70 to 200 2.8Z is $3,000, I'd have to put a potential 70 to 150 f2 at $4,000. What do you think it's gonna cost? If it's real, let me know down below. Next up, Viltrox has dropped their autofocus 135 f 1.8 Lab Lens for the Sony E-mount camera. Sorry, L-mount losers, I mean L-mount Alliance winners. You're all winners.
You're a winner.
What exactly does lab stand for? Well, I decided to Google it and our AI overlords had this to say. Lab stands for lab, in the name of some Viltrox lenses, such as the Viltrox AF 135 f 1.8 FE Lab. Amazing, thanks Google, that was very helpful.
Paper to Acme Labs.
Now from what I can gather, lab basically means their highest quality, like G Master or L series or whatever Nikon is calling their top of the line lenses this week. Now I haven't gotten my hands on this lens just yet, like a few other people on YouTube, but Viltrox did send me this photo of a box that, you know, has my name on it, and it's in the mail right now. So I guess I should be getting it pretty soon.
The check is in the mail.
Unless the UPS driver forgets to drop it off. Now this lens is squarely designed to go after Sony's 135 GM, which is a 1.8 and one of the best, cleanest, fastest focusing lenses I've ever used. But it does come at twice the price of the Viltrox's lens, which inexplicably is on sale during pre-order for $764.15. It's just weird to have a pre-order and drop the lens price already. Viltrox says to expect flagship image quality, a quantum leap in autofocus, silent focus, though Gerald Undone said it's not exactly silent, and he proved it in his video, because just listen to this. They also say it has dreamy bokeh, waterproof and reliable, and built to last.
That's what he said.
Oh, and also designed to impress. Like me, I'm built to last and designed to impress. Have you seen this ass? Now that's a lot of buzzwords, and I think that's more buzzwords than you normally get at a political rally. Too soon?
No.
No, it's not too soon. It's true. Now, what's interesting about this Viltrox lens is it has a mini display on the outside, which is similar to what Nikon did originally with some of their Z lenses and has since stopped including, probably to save money, and they are right to do it because it's a waste of a feature. Now, from the outside, it does look like a nice lens, and I will say that the Chinese lenses that I've tested have been surprisingly good for the price that they're at. Might this be a better buy for non-pro Sony shooters? Well, I can't tell you that until I use it. Now, can I? Who do you think I am? Insert name of YouTube channel that does stuff like that.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know which one does, but you insert it there. But what do you think about this lens? Let me know down below. Next up, I'm proud to announce that the Kickstarter for my photo book titled Book 2, 22 Years of Music Photography, is up and ready for you to back over on Kickstarter. It's a big and beautiful book coming in at 14 by 10.5 inches in size with 292 pages, 180 plus images, 8,000 words, and weighs in at 8 pounds. You can head on over to bit.ly/FroBook2 to watch a trailer all about this book, as well as check out all of the different rewards that you can get when you pre-order the book right now. I want to thank everybody who helped us get to our Kickstarter goal, but now it's time to get to those stretch goals. So head on over to bit.ly/FroBook2 to pre-order yours today. And finally, Nikon has announced the Z50 II. Now, don't you dare say Mark II or you'll get a phone call. Mark II. Just like I said, I'm not answering that. I was able to get my hands on a pre-production model to create a real-world preview that we put out just a few days ago, and it is linked down below in the description. Now, in the meantime, I'll give you the Cliff's Notes because I took it to Philly Typewriter, the Renaissance Fair, and to the park to photograph a kid with permission from his mother. The Z50 II feels like a mini Z6 III only in the terms of the design. The button layouts are similar, but of course the Z50 II is smaller but feels great in the hands. It sports the same 20.9 megapixel APS-C sensor as the Z50, which also sported the same 20.9 megapixel sensor as the D500, which means we're talking about a 9-year-old sensor. Now, sure, there are some tweaks with the sensor, but it's still old. In fact, it's older than little Dan, who's like 6.
I'm 7, dude.
Now, it's the first Nikon DX camera to be powered by the Expeed 7 processor and now has 3D tracking as well as subject detection for 9 different subjects. Even though it has the processor of the Z6 Mark III, Z6 III, it does not focus like the Z6 III. It does do a better job than the Z50 original, which is nice to have, but it still struggles when it's in certain situations. Now, where it doesn't struggle though is shooting speed. It shoots at 11 frames per second with the mechanical shutter, and it does offer C15 and C30 as well as pre-capture, but only in normal JPEG only, no RAW files. Now, in terms of video, you have full width 4K 30 frames per second oversampled from 5.6K or 4K 60 frames per second with a DX crop. Full HD up to 120 and supports N-Log. It has a tally light, which is always welcome because I love tally lights. It has waveforms, high-res zoom, and unlimited record time. Now, it is a solid content creating camera because you get nice stills and nice videos, and the body comes in just over $900. Now, at the end of the day, the camera does a pretty nice job, but why are we reusing a 9-year-old sensor?
Oh, I like money.
And there you have it. That's your photo news fix this time around. Thank you very much for watching. Jared Polin, PhotoPhoto.com. See ya.